Here's how to make Elderflower Cordial, which is perfect for refreshing summer drinks. First of all, go out on a dry day to collect the elderflowers. I'm going to collect roughly 30 heads from several different trees. Make sure you keep the flower heads upright when you pick them, otherwise the pollen falls out and that's where much of the flavour is. Also, you don't want to wash the flowers, you just want to place them out on trays and then just leave them outside for a few hours and give them a bit of a shake just to let any bugs escape. And also you want as little of the stem as possible. About that much is fine. Any that have got quite thick stems like this, it's best to trim these off. They're quite bitter and they're mildly toxic, but they're not toxic enough to worry about having a few small stems in there. This recipe is very simple. All you need are the elderflower heads, a lemon, some sugar, I'm using caster sugar, and some water. You want to use double the amount of water to sugar. I'm using 2 litres of water and 1 kilo of sugar. So first of all, put in the water. And the sugar. Put it on a medium heat until the sugar has dissolved. Now that the sugar is dissolved, I'm going to put it up onto a high heat and bring to the boil. Once it's reached a good continuous boil like this, then you can remove it from the heat. Next, get your lemon and cut it in half. Squeeze the lemon juice into the pan, either through a sieve or through your fingers, so you can discard any seeds. And also, you can chuck those lemon halves in as well. And now, while the water's still hot, you want to submerge your elderflowers into the liquid. I can tell you the smell coming from these flowers is amazing. Filling the kitchen with that lovely elderflower smell. And you can see this is the perfect stage that you want to pick your flowers in. You don't want them when they're still budding and not open, and you don't want them when the flowers are starting to go brown. You want them like this when they're open but nice and bright white. Just give them a good push down so that they're fully submerged. And then you just want to cover it and leave it to infuse overnight. And the next day, it's looking nice. It's got a good elderflower smell. So this has been left to infuse for around 15 hours. Strain the mixture through a sieve, either a very fine mesh sieve or use a muslin as well. And then pour your cordial into sterilised bottles and label them. It will keep in the fridge for several months. Some recipes use citric acid and that will help preserve it for even longer, but I don't bother with that because I find several months is enough. I'll have finished it all by then anyway. The cordial has a delicious sweet taste and really captures the flavour of the aromatic flowers. It's best enjoyed on a hot summer's day with cold tonic water, or even better, gin and tonic. Although cordials do have a lot of sugar in them, you're only using a small amount when you're diluting it. Another way that you can enjoy the cordial in your drinks is to pour it into ice cube trays and freeze it, and then you can add it into your drinks that way. Enjoy, and thanks for watching.